Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to the gold medal game of the Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational. I am Steven Stamp. I am joined, as I have been just about all weekend, by Tom Scavetta. We are very excited to be bringing you this matchup between the Frog Pond Maulers. They'll be on the left, going left, right. First, they were looking at the Thompson Brothers Elite. There they are in their circle. They are wearing their black with red pinstripes. And at the other end of the floor, the Frog Pond Maulers wearing their black with the white stripes around the waist and the silver numbers outlined in white. This should be a tremendous matchup. Obviously, the Thompson brothers are heavily favored, but can the Frog Pond Maulers pull off the upset? They think they can. They believe that they have a shot at this, especially because they've got in net a reborn Brenner Jacobs. He has been playing very well for them. He is looking absolutely terrific. It looks like Brenner Jacobs will be starting. At the other end of the floor, Heine Thompson is not a goalie. He's playing goal. He led them, helped them win a gold medal last year, but he's not a goalie. Played well in the semifinals to help them get here, but they're going to have to outscore a Frog Pond Maulers team that has Austin Stotts and Brendan Bomberry and Rod Squire and a lot of talent.
They have a lot of goal scorers, the Frog Pond Maulers do, but so do the Thompson brothers, and you really need to look out for them in this game.
We're going to take a break as we listen to the national anthem, and we'll be right back. All right, there it was, the Iroquois National Anthem. We are ready to go. Von Harris and Tyson Bomberry lining up for the opening face-off. We are getting ready to go, and Brendan Bomber is going to run back to make it a defensive setup for the Frog Pond Maulers. And he will shove Dane Smith, his summer teammate with the Six Nations Chiefs, out of the way, gives him a little poke. They're having fun. Things are lighthearted now. When the whistle blows for the opening faceoff, it'll get a little more serious, and the seriousness will rise as the game goes on, especially if it's a close game. Von Harris with the first faceoff win gets it over to Brett Bucktooth, starting in the back end. Going to go up and join the offense, and the Thompson brothers have the first possession. Seth Oakes had a hat trick in the semifinal. He is knocked down by Bomberry. Jerry Stotts trying to get the ball away from him. It pops up in the air. Oakes can't grab it. It's picked up by Bomberry. He scored a bunch in the semifinal. 4 goals, 5 goals. Austin Stotts drops that ball. It's picked up by Tyson Bell. There goes Dane Smith. Smith cutting to the net. Doesn't shoot. He's going to hand it off. Tries to get it to Hunter Hemlock. Hemlock spins away, flips it over to Smith. Back up top. Von Harris will shoot. That one's high and goes up into the roof. It'll be Maulers' ball. We were playing 3 12-minute stop time periods in this championship game. 2 timeouts per team. They can use at any time through the game. If it is tied after regulation, we'll go to sudden death overtime with no timeouts, even if you've used them. Heine Thompson, you can tell he's not a veteran goalie because he turned towards the net, trying to drop that ball loose. That could have been dangerous, but it stayed in his gear. Here's Lyle Thompson. He's had a great tournament. Low pass, gets away from Troy Lyons. Miles Thompson tries to save it, but can't stop the ball from going over. Palo Siffer passes the ball off to Jerry McNeff, and that's Austin Stotts throwing it down to Danton Miller. He's got Lyle Thompson on him. Austin Stotts was knocked down, and Steve Priolo will come up with possession. Tyson Bell runs the floor. Not a lot of lefties on this Thompson brothers team. Tyson Bell shoots. That one's knocked away, and it bounces up off of Thompson's stick, Jordan Durston's, and up into the mesh. Tyson Bell, little head game there as he grabs it away from Rod Squire, but Squire will run it up the floor.
Good job by the Frog Pond Mauler defenders stopping Bell there.
Rod Squire took a shot. It gets into the gear of Heine Thompson. And you know the strategy for the Maulers is going to be get a lot of shots on Heine Thompson and test him, see if he can make the saves. Here comes Dane Smith. The strategy for the Thompson brothers will be to use their massive talent and depth to try and just run away from the Maulers. There's Troy Lyons wearing Heine Thompson's jersey as Heine played out for most of this tournament, but just the last 2 games as played. They're saying it was touched by a Mauler, so it is going to be Thompson's possession, saved by Brenner Jacobs. Great story in Brenner Jacobs we'll get to in a minute. There's Quinn Palace down to Dane Smith. Kyle Buchanan takes it. So much righty talent for this club. There's a pick from Lyons. A bounce shot, scores! Dane Smith, the Great Dane, bounces it through Brenner Jacobs. It's 1-0, but it took almost 3 minutes to get there.
Yeah, Dane Smith, an excellent start for the Thompson brothers. Controlling the Frog Pond Maulers. You brought up Stamford. They want to get shots. Thompson has not seen many shots yet. The Thompson brothers got to think they want to be aggressive to make sure the Maulers get as few shots as possible on Thompson.
And besides having Heine Thompson in net, we did talk in the semis about there aren't a lot of real defenders on this team. Lyle Thompson's playing defense. He's very good at it, but he's not really a defender. They've got Zach Reed, Bill O'Brien, and Steve Priolo. Hunter Hemlock plays a lot of defense, but other than that, mostly forwards. There's a great drive by Tyson Bomberry, but he misses the shot. Lyle Thompson gets it. Will that hurt them? Will guys like Austin Stotts and Brendan Bomberry be able to take advantage? We'll see. They're awfully good lacrosse players. Tyson Bell with the shot, stopped by Brenner Jacobs. Jacobs looking for the outlet pass. It's knocked down by Bell, but it is picked up by Braden Hill. He throws it ahead to Jerry McNeff. Brendan Bomberry comes out to set a pick. Austin Stotts gets run over by Bubba Thompson. That's Jerome Sr. And Austin Stotts is going to go give him a playful shove. Meanwhile, at the other end, it's getting serious as Durston comes in, shoots Brenner Jacobs' save. It's in his gear. Brenner Jacobs has not played lacrosse in 3 years. He has not put the gear on, he was telling me. And he said it felt pretty weird, but great to be back in. He has picked it up like riding a bike. Here comes Brendan Bomberry. He's got Fusco helping him. Bomberry steps in the crease. Something fell out. Looks like a bit of somebody's equipment. Maybe just some tape. It's picked up by Bob Hollingsworth. Thompson over to Powless. Kyle Buchanan gets it to Powless behind the back pass. Doesn't quite get to Von Harris. He's going to try and pass up to Buchanan. Again, there are 2 lefties on the floor. Troy Lyons is wearing number 22, Heine Thompson's number. He was actually a last-minute addition as a goalie to this team. When Mike Poulin was unable to make it, they reached out, Lyons came. Oh, and a shot by Austin Stotts on the run. Beats Heine Thompson, and Austin Stotts is starting to get unwound. He had a massive game in the semifinals. He has been outstanding throughout the tournament, and he has the first Maulers goal today.
Austin Stotts he really turned it on in the semis, like you said, against Casey Powell. And good job by the Frog Pond Maulers getting him the ball. That should be their strategy, get him the ball.
I mean, it doesn't take a genius, right? But you got to do it. You've got to get the ball to Austin Stotts. Just like you said, good job. Get him the ball. Let him do his thing. Don't overthink it, right? Just get it to Austin Stotts and Brendan Bomberry. Zach Reed running the floor. Priolo comes to the bench, and out comes Miles Thompson. He just arrived today. He's a boost. Another righty forward, but again, he's been playing some defense. Rod Squire running the floor. Watch out. Doesn't realize there's a man behind. Off the crossbar, Bomberry. That's where he goes in that top corner, but he just missed. He put 3 balls in the exact same spot last game. There's Tyson Bell. Misses. Jacobs falls. The ball bounces well out. Fusco gets great body position to let Kessler Doolittle pick it up. That was Braden Hill, actually, with the body position. Nice job. Oh, and a shot by Kessler Doolittle. He is having a tournament. He's a defender, but he is scoring. That's, I believe, his 6th goal of this tournament.
Kessler Doolittle. Don't think he was the top guy on the Thompson Brothers scouting report, but he's had a remarkable tournament, like you said, and a great job there. And the Maulers are in front right now, 2-1 over the Thompson Brothers.
And maybe a bit of a surprise. It shouldn't be a shock because this is a good lacrosse team. A lot of these guys have been playing together for much of their lives, and they love playing together. And I'll tell you, they want to win this game. It's a fun tournament. People come to enjoy themselves and have some good brothership and sisterhood in lacrosse here. Obviously, all men playing, but there was a camp today where a lot of girls were playing as well. There's a shot by Lyle Thompson, turned aside by Jacobs. But, they want to win when it comes down to it. Quick stick attempt by Buchanan. Didn't work, so they come back out to Quinn Palace. Again, 4 righties on the floor, 4 Thompson brothers. Out to Buchanan. That's another thing that changes your strategy a bit. These guys are all used to playing with 3 of one and 2 of the other. There's a shot by Durston, the sole lefty. It comes right back to him. Tyson Bomberry is on him. They're going to call a loose ball push or a trap. Here comes Seth Oakes racing through the middle. Buchanan. Watched by Braden Hill. Little pick from Oakes, who now gets the ball. He is banged by Bomberry, but comes off it, shoots. Jacobs covers it up and rakes it back to himself. Outlet pass, long one to Audie Stotts. Stotts scores! Lyle Thompson chasing after Stotts, but it is 3-1, and Austin Stotts is on fire once again.
That's his 2nd goal of the game. Remember, Stamper, he had 3 goals in the semis, 6 assists in that game. He accounted for 9 of their goals. He is a huge threat offensively. And the Maulers, all of a sudden, 3-1. That's impressive against the Thompson brothers.
It's a fantastic start. We're halfway through the first period. 5:46 to go. Ashton Jacobs trying to come up with a face-off win. Quinn Palace and Bomberry shoots. And the Thompson brothers won in unsportsmanlike conduct or delay a game penalty. Brendan Bomberry did not hear that whistle. I believe they did not. The last goal was being announced. I didn't hear the whistle very well. I believe that he didn't as he was picking up that ball. There was a loose ball push. I don't think there's much question. It was a good call. Brett Bucktooth lets one rip. That goes high. Tyson Bell picks up the rebound. Down low to Bucktooth. He dives. Tries to go back against the grain. Goes up out of play. And Rod Squire will take possession for the Maulers.
Good defense by the Maulers. Very underrated defense. They've only given up 1 goal to the Thompson brothers in the first 7 minutes of this game.
I think their defense has been great this whole tournament. By committee, there's Brendan Bomberry. He's been playing back there, playing very well. Austin Stotts has played some defense, but he's going to try and go to the net now. Looks to make a pass. There's Danton Miller. Bounces one. That's going to go off the glass, so not out of play. Davis Jacobs couldn't quite corral it. He's going to hustle back to the bench. And the Thompson brothers heading up the floor. Jordan Durston looking for the pass from Smith. Gets it. Spins off. But Jerry Stotts playing solid D. And there's help from Ashton Jacobs. Great strip. And that is the difference that I see could be an important difference, is all these true, solid defensive players for the Frog Pond Maulers. Again, all the Thompson brothers players are great lacrosse players, but they're not full-time defenders. There's Lyle Thompson playing D, and Austin Stotts gets a shot off. It's going to bounce out to Fusco, goes back to Stotts. Brendan Bomberry wants to the top to slow things down. They're down to 8 on the shot clock. That was Jerry McNeff. trying to figure out how I'd messed his names up. Jerry McNeff, but here comes Dane Smith the other way. He is such a threat, too, because he's so fast and such a good shooter. Hasn't had the best year after coming off an injury, but he's always dangerous. That one's off the post, off of Jacobs, but Braden Hill comes up, or Fusco comes up with it, lobs it ahead. Brendan Bombery with the ball. He's got a couple of guys with him. Denton Miller wants it. He heard Hunter Hemlock coming. What a shot. Oh, he just missed. Goes up over the crossbar, and here comes Hemlock the other way. Fuse goes out to meet him. The two number 8s. Jerry Stott's chasing. He throws a couple of whacks around. Brett Bucktooth didn't like the one he got. And now they're going to go and have a nice word and say, hey, all is well. Slashing call coming to Jerry Stotts.
That's a big one.
I think that's the earlier play, and they just didn't have possession for a while. Again, we don't have a very good view down in the left corner, and that's where Lee Breen, the ref, was when he made that call, put his hand up. So I'm not sure how long his arm was up in the air, but probably the slash that Bucktooth wasn't too happy about. Two lefties out there with Bell and Durston. Dane Smith at the top. See if the Thompson brothers can take advantage. Durston shoots, saved by Jacobs. Tyson Bell pulls it out of the crease. He's got Braden Hill on him, but Bell gets it out to Kyle Buchanan. Sorry, that's Seth Oakes, I think. Dane Smith to Oakes, shoots, misses on the far side. It's going to stay in bounds, and Smith will get there. He's so fast. Runs like a deer, gets there before it can go over center. They've got 15 on the shot clock. Smith shoots, misses wide. Will anyone get there? I think Tyson Bomber is going to get there first. He gets the ball. He's being chased by Durston. Protects the ball, shoots. Heiner Thompson with the save. Durston gets it. He's going to throw it ahead. Miles Thompson with the ball. Now they'll slow it down. 17 left on the penalty, and they're going to set things up. Lyle Thompson at the top. Tosses to himself a couple times. Gets a feel behind the back. He and Miles playing catch. Miles. Lyle pulls away. Then passes to Bell. That gets away from him and is picked up by Brenner Jacobs. The penalty is over. Jerry Stotts is out. Austin Stotts comes onto the floor. Ashton Jacobs loses a glove, but makes the pass ahead to Brendan Bomberry. He's turned aside by Lyle Thompson, warding off with that left hand. Not enough to draw a call and make a turnover. There's Danton Miller. Priolo watching him. They're going to switch. Austin Stotts takes a chop from Zach Reed. Returns it. Austin, and that touched the crossbar and goes out of play. It will be Frog Pond Maulers' ball. Jerome Thompson Sr. covering Jerry McNeff. He throws it up to Danton Miller. Bill O'Brien shoving his man out of the way. That gets through Thompson, goes off the post, comes out to Zach Reed. Lyle Thompson moving ahead. We've got 1:37 to go in the first period. This is a tremendous lacrosse game. Speed, pace, intensity, some good skill. Players maybe a little tired at times. I mean, this is their 6th game in 3 days. And penalty coming. Too many men on the Maulers, I guess. Because Thompson brothers had possession. Again, I didn't see the hand up. Maybe I'm just not looking carefully enough.
It looks like it's going to be Bomberry this time.
No, it's a too many men penalty, so they can send whoever they like.
Okay.
There are no in-home players assigned. They're going to send Davis Jacobs, who doesn't play a whole lot. Took a penalty shot in a game earlier in the tournament.
He did.
At the end and scored. It was a beautiful shot just inside the post. Got a huge round of applause from his teammates. Obviously very popular with them. Dane Smith runs off the top. Sub shot. Vaughn Harris. Dead underhand just inside the post. Brenner Jacobs left a bit of space, and Vaughn Harris took advantage. It's 3-2 quickly on the power play, just 14 seconds in.
Good job by the Thompson brothers taking advantage on that power play penalty and cutting this deficit to 1. Thompson brothers, like the Frog Maulers, two very similar styles. They like to attack you. They're quick, and be careful because they can easily get on a run here.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of speed, a lot of toughness, a lot of talent on both of these teams. Lyle Thompson thought he had the ball, but he missed it. Brendan Bomberry picks it up. Danton Miller wants it. Wasn't open, so Bomberry's going for a run around behind the net. Double team. He evades it somehow. He's dragged down. Penalty coming as he was tackled by Quinn Powless. They've pulled the goaltender. Brenner Jacobs is out. Bomberry's not going to wait. He's going to shoot into the belly. Oh, and play is blown down. That's a bit of a mistake, a little crossover mistake, as the ball had not been grabbed by the Thompson brothers. In the summer, if for anyone who's not familiar with CLA lacrosse in the summer, when there's a delayed penalty, as soon as you take a shot, if it goes in, it's a goal. If it doesn't, play is blown down. In FIL and NLL rules, it's not until the defensive team or the offending team gains possession. So if there's a shot, you get a rebound, you can keep playing and have a fresh 30. Here they go on the power play. Jerry McNeff up to Brendan Bomberry. Austin Stotts wants it, gets it, shoots. Oh, he had a bit of spot, although Heine Thompson was coming over. Dane Smith battling for it with Brendan Bomberry. It goes out of play. Smith ahead to Lyle Thompson. This is trouble. And a goal. Lyle Thompson, the reigning NLL MVP. Too dangerous to let him run alone.
Yeah. And just like that, a couple of goals in the last minute and a half of this first period. And an excellent job. Lyle Thompson, so fast. I don't know. And they're really starting to realize what Frog Pond wants to do to them defensively. And the Thompson brothers, they're just overpowering them right now with speed and athleticism.
3-3. Sorry, the shorthanded goal by Lyle Thompson. Von Harris. But Tyson, I thought Von Harris was going to, but Tyson Bomberry comes up with the face-off, and a great job to flick it back over his head to Kessler Doolittle. Hard past Austin Stotts. That one's to Rod Squire. He was a little overexcited to get the shot off. He bangs Priolo after he loses his stick. But here's Miles Thompson running with the ball. McNeff all over him. Doolittle will bang him into the boards. Steve Priolo behind the back pass. Shot. Stopped, though, with Zach Reed. The period ends. That one's coming right into the Thompson brothers bench. It is 3-3. What a great first period. 10 seconds left on Quinn Palace's penalty. We're going to take a quick break. I'm Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta. This is the LASNAI. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to LASNAI 2017. It is day 3, the championship game between the Thompson brothers and the Frog Pond Maulers. I'm Tom Scavetta here with Steven Stamp. As the second period is about to begin, it's a 3-3 tie between the Frog Pond Maulers and the Thompson brothers. A couple of goals late by the Thompson brothers after Frog Pond went ahead 3-1. As we await the face-off. And the face-off will be taken between Tyson Bomberry for Frog Pond. And for the Thompson brothers, it'll be number 28, Vaughn Harris.
Yeah, they've been taking all the face-offs in this game, and it's been pretty evenly matched. Harris clamps down, but again, Bomberry makes it a battle.
It's scooped up nicely there by the Thompson brothers. Vaughn Harris with the ball.
Quinn Palace hands it down to Jordan Durston. The penalty is over. We're back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. 3-3. What a game. Kyle Buchanan to the middle. Just misses. He's flattened into the crease. Steve Priolo gets it back, though. Hidden ball trick. They know where it is. Priola will hand it off to Durston and go to the bench. Shot clock expires.
Another good defensive possession by the Maulers.
On the far side, Kessler Doolittle running up. We'll see if he stays. Don't think he's going to, but he has stayed up for some offensive shifts. Now he's heading to the bench. Austin Stotts takes the shot. A no-looker. There's a man ahead. It's Dane Smith. Great job, though, to get Fusco and Bomberry out. Oh, but Bomberry loses track of Smith. They're going to say Dane Smith stepped in the crease, but Brendan Bomberry took his eyes off Dane Smith. You can't do that. He is too quick, and he was gone towards the net. Austin Stotts, watched by Lyle Thompson. Being coy up at the top. Now he starts to move. Behind the back, misses. Behind the back again, that one by McNeff. That one misses. It's picked up. There's a man ahead. It's Lyle Thompson, and out comes Austin Fusco.
Over
so
and
there's
back.
Palo Ciffer before. So I'll tell you, the Frog Pond Maulers very aware of the Thompson brothers transition game. Danton Miller to Stotts. Then he goes and sets a pick. Miller's up at the top, wants the ball, but Bomberry rips it. Almost found a spot on the far side. And for some reason, Danton Miller stood there. Lyle Thompson goes after it, and Brenner Jacobs gets out and makes a great play. And Danton Miller just had a bit of a brain cramp there. Now he looks like he may have hurt something. Austin Stotts stops that ball, or Lyle Thompson was gone. The Maulers want a holding penalty, and now the Thompson brothers want a holding penalty. Braden Hill is back, facing a 2-on-1. Great hustle by Fusco to get out there. Lyle Thompson's shot misses. Brendan Bomberry trying to track it down. Over and back, and it will be Frog Pond Maulers possession. This is a terrific lacrosse game. Anyone who thought the Thompsons would just run roughshod over the Maulers, clearly mistaken. The problem is, Thompson brothers have so much depth, such a level of talent, they tend to build up on you and run away. It's like a running back pounding into the line in a football game. That's saved by Heine Thompson. And there's a breakout. Zach Reed is gone. And now hustling back is Jerry McNeff.
Good job there by the Thompson brothers on defense.
They let Troy Lyons, get behind them. But the passing lane wasn't there. There's a shot by Seth Oakes. It goes off of the foot of Brenner Jacobs. Again, Brenner Jacobs, 3 years out of the game, suits up this weekend and has looked really good for this Frog Pond Maulers team. Vaughn Harris, his shot, affected by the D, goes up over the net, but is grabbed by Miles Thompson. Spinning is Harris. They're saying it did not touch Brenner Jacobs. Goes out of play, and it's Frog Pond Maulers ball. I'm Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta. This is great lacrosse. Thanks for being with us, watching the Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational. What a rip! Davis Jacobs doesn't take a lot of shifts, doesn't take a lot of shots, but that was a perfect one.
What a play. It sure was. The Thompson brothers, wow, unbelievable. Defensively, I don't know what happened there.
Well, just Davis Jacobs just set a pick. He sets solid picks. He set one, stepped back, and nobody went up with him. Gets the ball and just lets it go. He's got a quick release. He's a good shooter. We saw how well he can shoot when he took that penalty shot. He's not the quickest guy out there. He doesn't run around a whole lot. But he has been fantastic on that play, obviously. Dane Smith looking to get it back. Fusco a little late being the fifth man out there, as the Maulers only had 4 guys. Buchanan leaves it for Smith. Lyle Thompson is there as well. Durston takes it, shoots. Jacobs with the stop, rakes it back to himself. It's in the crease. Buchanan trying to dig it out. Here comes the Frog Pond Maulers. And it looks like Jerry Stotts will stay up for offense again. Instead of pick for Austin Stotts. Stotts rolls off. It slips through a couple of guys. Oh, huge hit. Austin Stotts is down after the hit from Bill O'Brien. And Jerry Stotts is going after Gad O'Brien. And Bubba Thompson is in there. He's in the middle of things. Stotts wants a word with Bill O'Brien. Austin Stotts is down on the ground. And the Onondaga Nation Fire and Rescue representative is heading out.
As
O'Brien and Jerry Stotts having some words.
Let's see, might have a penalty here. Let's see.
Oh, there's penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wondering what the penalty is to O'Brien to start. Jerry Stotts is going to get one for going in and standing up for Austin Stotts. Austin Stotts is up, but he is shaken. Bill O'Brien came across, hard to see without a replay, exactly where the contact was. Stotts bounced back. Now, we'll see if there was an original penalty on the play.
If you're the Thompson brothers, I mean...
There may not, because Braden Hill is complaining to one official. Haven't seen the indications yet. Now we're about to get it.
And Stotts, already 2 goals in this game. You got to hope he's okay if you're Frog Pond.
Okay, now the officials are starting to get together. It looks like the Thompson brothers will have the ball. Bob Hollingsworth, the ref, is calling a player from each team. So Dane Smith from the Thompson brothers and Tyson Bomberry from Frog Pond Maulers are over at the ref circle. It's a pretty long conversation. And Shirley in the booth is writing some notes. Oh, sorry, that's Missy writing some notes. Great work by all the volunteers in this game, in this tournament.
You're doing a really good job relaying the information over.
So we're going to stay 5-on-5. Each player will get a minute, 2 minutes for various things. Bill O'Brien gets 1 for roughing, 1 for unsportsmanlike. Jerry Stotts gets 1 for slashing and 1 for unsportsmanlike. They each get 10-minute misconduct, so they'll be gone for 12 minutes. That will be midway through the third period. Saved by Brenner Jacobs off the Dane Smith shot. Here goes Tyson Bomberry. He rolls it ahead, makes the pass to the man who's going to replace him off the bench, and zips over into the box.
And Stotts is back for Frog Pond, so a good sign.
That is great to see, Austin Stotts. And he's over there. There's a drive to the net by Danton Miller. He stepped in the crease as Dane Smith was checking him. Lyle Thompson running with the ball. I'll tell you, we haven't seen a ton of Austin Fusco, number 8. But he is jumping out and playing a big role. He is absolutely racing out to play defense. Now he's running up the floor. Ahead is Kessler Doolittle. Scores! Doolittle, his second of the game. Kessler Doolittle is having a great tournament defensively and chipping in with some offense.
In transition. What a play. Caught the defense unsettled, and Kessler Doolittle puts Frog Pond up by 2. What a shot. As Kessler Doolittle making a big case for himself in this game.
5-3. Frog Pond are determined. And I'll tell you, that hit by Bill O'Brien on Austin Stotts may have just galvanized the will of the Frog Pond Maulers. Brendan Bomberry goes towards the boards. Can't get the ball. Steve Priolo eventually comes up with it. Jordan Durston shovels it ahead. Kyle Buchanan's on his offside. Von Harris shoots. That's high. Rolls out the back. Kyle Buchanan actually came out the side, and Kyle Buchanan got it. Thompson brothers getting their full group of attackers out. Lyle Thompson over to Harris. Buchanan surveying. Buchanan's been great. He shoots to try and get a goal, but it is stopped. They get a fresh 30. There was only 2 seconds on the shot clock when Brenner Jacobs made that save. Now Durston looking at the 4 right. He's trying to decide who to pass to. Goes with Von Harris. Brenner Jacobs stops him. Tyson Bomberry, great job to spin into 3 players and get away from it. Oh, but then the pass too far for Braden Hill. And that is one of the first instances we've seen of the Maulers being a little overexcited.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, which speaks to how poised and calm they've been against this superstar collection of players for the Thompson brothers. Lyle Thompson Throws it behind the net. There's Bell. The net is way out of place as Jacobs was banged and it slid. But here come the Maulers. Ashton Jacobs is stripped, though, and Hunter Hemlock's going back. He's got Priolo with him. Shoots, saved by Brenner Jacobs. Hand save, reaches down. Great play. Picked up there and thrown ahead by Paolo Siffer.
Jacobs felt that one. Was tending to his left hand, his left glove.
Austin Stott working slowly in, steps back, passes to Bomberry, shoots near side, saved by Heine Thompson. Great chance for Bomberry, but he's denied. Here's the outlet pass, 3-on-1. Tyson Bomberry racing in. Zach Reed misses, goes through the crease, and it'll be Maulers' ball. 5:08 to go in the second period. I'm Steven Stamp with Tom Scavetta. This is great lacrosse at the LASNAI. If all you watch is summer lacrosse or all you watch is NLL, you want to add this tournament to your list. Mm-hmm. I guess if you're watching and hearing that, you're already watching, but tell your friends to add it to their list. This is terrific. So much fun. 3 days of excellence culminating in this game as Jordan Durston tries to go down underneath Fusco. And again, Fusco solid as a rock back there for the Maulers. Lyle Thompson, though, rips it around the screen past the foot, and that is just too much space. One of the few mistakes the Maulers have made on defense, and they pay for it, reinforces that they have to be almost perfect.
And the Thompson brothers capitalizing a quick mistake there by Frog Pond, and all of a sudden it's a one-goal game. Again, they have the weapons offensively to come back.
Yeah, it's a question. I don't know whether it's a question, did Braden Hill knock it out quickly enough with somebody else? Somebody else has been going, but they've just got to get somebody out on a player like Lyle Thompson who's up at the top. It's hard because you're so focused on everyone else that's down there, but nobody said it'd be easy to beat this team. So far, they're doing a great job. The Maulers leading 5-4. There's a pass through the Harris. Perfect defense by Paolo Siffer. Dane Smith up top. He's going to rip it. Saved by Jacobs. It's in his gear somewhere. It's underneath his shirt. Falls through. It's like he dropped a bit of food while he was eating and had to shake it out from under his shirt. Here comes Braden Hill up the floor. Brendan Bomberry on his offside. He'll throw it over. A little high, but Jerry McNeff gets it. Davis Jacobs goes and sets a pick. McNeff shoots around the screen, just misses. Dane Smith is off to the races. This is bad news, but he's being chased by McNeff. McNeff gets a bit of it. What a hustle play by Jerry McNeff. But there's another chance for Hemlock. Brenner Jacobs gets that. Kessler Doolittle, a little misdirection pass out of his crease, gets it ahead to Ashton Jacobs. He's going to go for a run. Steve Friolo picks him up, lobs it back up top. McNeff, he's got to be breathing hard. I was breathing really hard just running back from going to the bathroom in the intermission. McNeff chased down Dane Smith. Audie Stoss with the play, pushing Priolo out of the way. Priolo whacks him in the leg and then pushes him over. No call on either. Now Priolo runs in. Now that one's fine because he ran into the man with the ball. There's the pass ahead to Durston. Saved by Brenner Jacobs. They need him to be huge. He's been huge. Tyson Bell meets Rod Squire. Squire manages to evade him and not be pushed over center. Lyle Thompson reads that route like a safety jumping the route, but he cannot quite intercept the pass. Here's Tyson Bell, though. Actually, he gets away from him, and there'll be a collision. It's Brendan Bomberry coming up with it. 10 seconds left for the Maulers to shoot. Austin Stotts is back and ready to rip, as he did there. 2:50 to go. It's 6-4. The Maulers once again lead by 2.
Here's the hat trick for Stotts. What a release. And he knows where he wants that ball to go. Nothing Thompson can do much there defensively. You got to think, Heine Thompson in the goal compared to what Jacobs is doing for Frog Pond.
Yeah.
That's somewhat of a downgrade right now for Thompson.
Oh, absolutely.
Brothers.
I think everyone knew that coming into it, right? I mean, that was kind of what was expected. Tyson Bomberry loses his stick. He'll have time to get it. He's going to hustle back. Kyle Buchanan has Lyle Thompson with him. Nice job by Brendan Bomberry to get a stick on that. Tyson Bomberry is going to battle for it. Pulls it back, and it's scooped up there. Doolittle on the run. McNabb. Sorry, that was Fusco. Actually, it was Siffer. Third time's the charm. Now it looks like we're going to have a too many men call. So it will be a too many men on the floor, illegal substitution penalty on the Frog Pond Maulers. That's tough. You're trying to get out fast for offense. You're trying to get out fast to take away their transition, but you have to be so careful, and they're going to pay the price, or they may pay the price. 2:26 to go. Can they kill the penalty? The Maulers lead 6-4. Dane Smith at the top. Lyle Thompson to Kyle Buchanan. Durston and Bell out there as well. Buchanan with the dunk attempt. He's in the crease. A good effort, but Brenner Jacobs was there and made the great save. It gets away from Siffer. Oh, and Lyle Thompson's alone. That is unfortunate, but a great save. Brenner Jacobs. Fusco goes rolling into the crease. He's going to go and help, and they're going to actually blow play down. Fusco was going to go and help Brenner Jacobs. If you're not familiar with lacrosse, when the net, it doesn't have moorings because it has to move. Guys are running in and out, and also because turf is often put down and back up, you don't necessarily anchor it. But when it gets knocked off, a goalie has to fix it back into place, unless it's well off like that and he doesn't really have a chance without compromising his ability to play. So they blow it down, fresh 30 for the Thompson brothers, and Dane Smith rips it and scores. We've seen that a lot of times before, 72 times 2 years ago when Smith set the all-time goals record. It's 6-5. The Frog Pond Maulers still lead, but it's a one-goal deficit, 1:50 to go in the second.
And if you're Frog Pond defensively, you got to be happy with the amount of times that you stop the Thompson brothers. But if you keep allowing them to get second-chance opportunities, and Jacobs has seen so many shots, one was bound to go through the net.
That's true. The shots on goal. We'll get the updated number in just a moment.
Just looking up that right now.
44-28.
That's a big.
So Thompson brothers out shooting the Maulers by 16, but some great goaltending by Brenner Jacobs.
As it looks like here, Austin Stotts has been phenomenal.
Oh my goodness, what a tournament that kid is having. Remember, he still has a couple years of junior lacrosse left.
Yep.
Brenner Jacobs is getting some equipment tended to over on the bench. So it's 6-5, 1:50 to go. We'll have one more 12-minute period after this. You see Priolo and Reed having a chat. And there, nice little chat between Vaughn Harris and Brendan Bomberry.
There's a lot of good competition here tonight.
There is. Bomberry and Vaughn Harris both play together with the Six Nations Chiefs in Major Series Lacrosse. Jacobs still getting things adjusted, swinging his arms. Looks like he's starting to get comfortable. He will head back to his crease. And we're going to have a face-off to get this final 1:50 of the second period underway.
As the Thompson brothers are going to try to tie this up, but it's tough when you got Tyson Bomberry taking face-offs.
Ball down along the near boards, just underneath us. You see the battle ensuing. And it's going to be Thompson brothers' possession. .135 to go here in the second. Vaughn Harris across the top to Troy Lyons. Oh, Brett Bucktooth was alone on top of the crease. Now Palace shoots, saved by Jacobs. Picked up and lobbed out, nice pass. And here comes Austin Stotts. That shot is stopped by Heine Thompson. It's going to be a crease call, and it'll be Thompson brothers' possession as we near the final minute of this period.
Just a minute, 5 seconds to go. The Thompson brothers, and a score!
Unbelievable. Lyle Thompson breaking down. He is so dangerous, and Brenner Jacobs, the rueful smile of a goalie who knows he's been beaten by one of the very best.
And that's what they do to you on offense, the Thompson brothers. They get by you, they're fast. Frog Pond's done a good job for most of the game, limiting them to shots. But the Thompson brothers, they're going to get their fair share. And they're really good at pacing themselves. And you see right now, they've looked better and better as the game has gone on. We're now tied at 6.
Just 1:02 to play here in the second period, although the last couple minutes seems to have taken quite a while. We've had stoppages, we've had goals, lots of things. Brendan Bomberry with the ball. That was Siffer with the ball. And the Frog Pond Maulers set up. There's Austin Stotts. What can he do? He's going to pass it over to McNeff. Up to the top. There's Aston Jacobs. Danton Miller with the ball running around the top. He shoots. That one got through into Heine Thompson's gear. 38.5 to go. The Thompson brothers are going to try and take the lead. 36 to go. Dane Smith is pointing at the Frog Pond Maulers bench, saying they've got too many. Seth Oak's shot. That's stopped. Here comes Austin Stotts off the bench. They are trying to get someone up there as quickly as they can. They've got 21 seconds, lots of time. Pass across, gets away, but McNeff tracks it down. McNeff runs over the top. 14 to shoot. Shot clock is turned off. Austin Stotts looking for the ball, gets it. 10 seconds. Brenner Jacobs creeping towards the bench. Stotts goes underneath Smith. Smith tackles him. That's going to be a penalty. 2 seconds to play in the period, and the period will actually end. And the holding call to Dane Smith means that the Frog Pond Maulers will start with a power play to open the third period. We're going to have the all-tournament team announced during the intermission, so we'll stay with you. If you want to... Tom Scavetta, I am Steven Stamp. So, the game so far may be a surprise to most people, but we thought it was going to be competitive. Maybe we didn't think it'd be this competitive, but the Frog Pond Maulers are absolutely full value for this tie at 6-6, halfway or at 2/3 of the way through the game.
It's been extremely competitive, Stamper. So far, the Thompson brothers looked like they were down at one point, and then they came right back up. But the Frog Pond Maulers, it seems like they've stayed one step ahead of the Thompson brothers throughout nearly the entire game. So it'll be interesting to see how this final period winds up.
Brenner Jacobs has been great. The defense has been great for the Maulers. And a few reminders that when you have a breakdown, they make you pay. Lyle Thompson twice has made them pay. And as usual, some of the Frog Pond Maulers get out there throwing around in the intermission. I believe we're about to have the announcement of the all-tournament team. We'll share it with you since we don't get the PA over the system here. Oh, maybe we're not. Maybe we're waiting until the end of the game. That seems reasonable. Let's get all the action done first, and then we'll present the awards. So we head back out to the floor. Brenner Jacobs will go towards his net. He is just starting off, still trying to get his equipment all squared away. Heine Thompson is already in the Thompson brothers' net. Vaughn Harris and Tyson Bomberry. What a contest they've had at the face-off circle. It's fascinating to see two men battle each other through the length of a game in that small space.
Yep. And one
Brenner
final
Jacobs
thing.
is still wandering towards his net.
Yeah. Got to get more shots on Jacobs, and it all starts with winning this face-off right here for the Thompson brothers.
Yeah, 47-30, the shots on goal. I think one thing we would have expected was the Maulers might have had more shots. Now here comes Priolo. Little backhand whip shot. It's under Brenner Jacobs. But I started to say, we would have thought if they're going to be this successful, they would have had more shots on Heine Thompson. But the Thompson brothers obviously taking great pains to not allow a lot of good quality chances. Brendan Bomberry walking up with the ball. Austin Stotts sets up on the power play. 35 on the shot on the penalty, 15 now on the shot clock. Brendan Bomberry shoots, saved by Heine Thompson. Bomberry gets it right back to himself off the boards. Austin Stotts, he wants to let it go. He's going to duck underneath, flips it to Danton Miller. Oh, reverse whip underhand, and it just went a little bit wide. Bomberry, backdoor to Stotts. It was tipped away by Miles Thompson. Austin Stotts tripped up Lyle Thompson. Here comes Tyson Bell, breakaway. Misses, or actually it was a save by Brenner Jacobs. Fusco picks it up. He is dragged down, penalty coming. As Seth Oakes is still, actually, you know what? Seth Oakes' stick was tied up in the shorts of Austin Fusco, but it is a tripping call coming.
A lot of action right now. Bodies falling down on the floor. All sorts of action.
Stott's shot bounces out. Bromberry's going for it, but a little slowly, and Lyle Thompson almost got it away from him. Bromberry does come up with it. Here comes Jerry McNeff. Shoots. It goes wide. Actually, it goes off the post or off of Heiner Thompson, but the Maulers get it back. There's a shot. It's finally going to be picked up by Reed after that one was blocked, and the holding call against Seth Oakes will go, and Davis Jacobs came out to be the 6th attacker. He will go back to the bench, and Brenner Jacobs will return to the goal. Seth Oakes is kind of smiling because it's a bit of a weird one. He definitely dragged down Austin Fusco, there's no question, but it looked like his stick was actually caught in the shorts of Fusco because he couldn't get it out afterwards. Stotts at the top. They're on the power play. Bomberry. Stotts passes it down to McNeff. It gets away from him. Bomberry picks it up. There's Stotts. Shoots. Misses. Just a little bit high. Did it touch? No, it did touch Heiner Thompson. That means it's Frog Pond Maulers' ball. And that's going to be a penalty for delay of game to Dane Smith, who threw the ball ahead to Lyle Thompson. That means 38 seconds of 5-on-3 advantage, followed by another 22 seconds of the 5-on-4, unless, of course, they score.
And that's
in the
big.
meantime.
And now the Thompson brothers, Stamper, 3 guys in the box.
Yeah.
It's
Bill
getting pretty-
O'Brien and Jerry Stotts are still in there.
They can have a party in there.
Kessler Doolittle, I don't think they're having a party right now. Austin Stotts to Danton Miller. There's Stotts, down low to McNeff. Bomberry, great movement off the arm of Heiner Thompson. He didn't move, but he made the save. Austin Stotts to Bomberry. He's going to shoot again off the leg of Heiner Thompson. Remember we said Heiner Thompson's not a goalie? He's not a full-time goalie. He's not bad.
Oh, 2 excellent saves.
Austin Stotts has it. He passes. McNeff shoots, saved by the knee again of Thompson, but McNeff gets it back. Stotts, Bomberry off the crossbar. Bomberry put everything in the semifinals, and he has hit 2 crossbars that could make a huge difference in this game. 5-on-4 now for another 14 seconds, 9:12 to go. Austin Stotts, another save by Heiner Thompson. He is blocking everything. There's Austin Stotts. That one goes wide. Now it's Jerry McNeff. He shoots, saved by Thompson. It's picked up by Priolo. There goes Dane Smith. This is big trouble. Smith all alone, only Miles Thompson with him. He gives it to Miles. Scores past Brenner Jacobs. And when McNeff was winding up for that shot, I thought, you can't shoot right now with the penalty about to expire. That's the worst case scenario.
That may be the biggest sequence of events in this tournament so far.
I totally agree. I mean, if Frog Pond Maulers get 1 or even 2 goals on their power plays there, they put themselves in great position. If the Thompson brothers can kill off the 5-on-3 and then score like that in transition right off the break, that is a killer, and that is going to make it very difficult, I think, for the Maulers. You know they're not going to give up, though. There's Vaughn Harris. How do they respond? Double team. They try to strip it. Harris comes out with the ball. Big pick from Kyle Buchanan. There's Dane Smith. Smith shoots. It's scooped up by Brenner Jacobs. Passed out to Siffer. He gets away from Tyson Bell. They've got to get it across center. They do it in a few seconds to spare. Steve Harris has the ball. Haven't even seen Steve Harris on the floor, I don't think, tonight. It's number 69. I didn't even realize he was playing for them. Rod Squire across to Austin Stotts. He's one-on-one with Steve Friolo. Shot, but Thompson all over that one and then pounces on the rebound.
Both teams defending so well. Another save by Thompson.
And the Maulers getting more shots now. It's not helping them. Lyle Thompson's shot bounces out. Seth Oakes tried to grab it. Oh, the outlet pass is knocked down. Seth Oakes will get there first. There's Lyle Thompson. Ducks through one, misses the net. Tipped away by Doolittle, grabbed by Bomberry. Bomberry, 4 red and black jerseys around him, but he finds Stanton Miller, gets his own rebound. He's in the crease. Oh, they get a reset. They don't call the crease. His foot was clearly on the line. They get the ball back. McNeff, his pass gets away. Austin Stotts can't get there. Lyle Thompson won't be able to pick it up. Austin Stotts bangs him off on the loose ball battle. Loose ball push. I guess it is. To me, it was kind of a loose ball battle. They were both going after it. But Jordan Durston. Yeah, I guess, Lyle Thompson didn't have the ball. Austin Stotts knocked him over. It just looked like a battle. But I think it's the right call. There's Quinn Palace. Kyle Buchanan loses the ball. They're going to say through the crease and then playing it. And Rod Squire will take the ball for the Maulers. 7:03 to go. Long pass. Paolo Siffer. He's facing 3 Thompson brothers, and he'll back away and hand it off to Danton Miller. Siffer stays for an offensive shift. Austin Stotts has it. Bill O'Brien on him. O'Brien and Jerry Stotts have been released. Siffer now going to the bench, and Austin Stotts will spin around. 10 seconds on the shot clock. McNeff. Here comes Davis Jacobs. Will they get it out to him for a shot? No, the shot comes from McNeff. Austin Stotts goes after it, runs into Dane Smith, chops him. Smith taking off, looks back at Austin and smiles, and then runs down the floor. Priolo back to Dane Smith. Over to Zach Reed, the unlikely goal scorer. The defender runs up and finishes off the tic-tac-toe passing.
Yeah.
It's 8-6 for the Thompson brothers.
It kind of felt like the Thompson brothers were running a little 3-man weave there.
Yeah.
Just pass after pass. It's like a game of netball. Just throw it around. Beautiful passing.
Timeout by the Frog Pond Maulers at the perfect time. They've got to stem this momentum. It's not over. We said when Thompson brothers killed off the 5-on-3 and then scored on the transition break, that may have been the beginning of the end for the Maulers. But they only trail by 2 goals. We've seen that they can score. I think the problem for the Maulers as they gather is Heine Thompson is playing really well in net.
He really is. And he's really holding his own. Talking to one of his teammates right now. But
talking to his brother, Miles. It's interesting because I remember talking to the Thompson's mother at the World Indoor Lacrosse Championships here 2 years ago and asking her, when they played in the backyard, what were the teams? Did they always have the same team? She said, yeah, it was always Jeremy, the oldest, and Lyle, the youngest, against Heine, the second, and Miles, the third. And she said, and Jeremy and Lyle kind of look a lot alike, and Miles and Heine looked a lot alike, which is true. If you're going to confuse any of the brothers, it's going to be Jeremy and Lyle, and it's going to be Heine and Miles, because they're the ones who look like they played together. And I asked them, who's got the all-time record? It's pretty close in their backyard games. Here's Danton Miller, ducks under, shoots, scores! No, it stopped. Sorry. Thompson had it. I saw the mesh move. It was the end of Heine Thompson's stick, I believe, that made the mesh ripple. Here come the Thompson brothers. Lyle with it. 6:07 to go. Lyle shoots and scores. Oh, that's a dagger. Lyle Thompson, what a game he is having.
3 goals now for Lyle Thompson. Leading scorer for the Thompson brothers. And their quick, energetic speed. Their foot movement's really good, too. They can fake defenders out. And they're displaying it on the field right now.
That's actually 4 for Lyle now. That one, the other one hasn't even gone up yet on the page. So he is having a great game. And he has been the one who has made the Maulers pay whenever they've had a breakdown. Ashton Jacobs gets that win. Passes it off. Siffer. He's going to cut to the net. Shoots. Save Heine Thompson. And I'll tell you, a lot of props to Heine Thompson. He is playing very, very well. Shots now 55-46 in favor of the Thompson brothers. It's actually closing, and yet they can't come back. Kyle Buchanan gets the ball around the back. Dane Smith up to the top to Taylor Lyons. There's Smith. Braden Hill watching him, as is Brendan Bomberry. Smith gets a pick. Shot is soaked by Jerry McNeff. He's the one hopping in pain, but he shakes it off and runs up the floor. Paolo Siffer going to let it rip, tries a bouncer, comes back up top. Danton Miller catches it. He thought about shooting. Bill O'Brien on him. Now Bubba Thompson gives him a bump. Here's Brendan Bomberry. That's O'Brien on him. Going to the net, dive, scores! Beautiful goal, Brendan Bomberry. Basically used the momentum of Bill O'Brien's check to propel himself across the crease. They're pointing at the spot they think he stepped on the crease line. I think his feet were good, and then it's a good goal. It counts. It's 9-7.
Bomberry did look clear of the crease line, and it's multiple guys. It's multiple guys for the Frog Pond Maulers that can score and make plays late in this game. And they're, again, beautiful demonstration.
Von Harris with the face-off win. They're going to need Tyson Bomberry to step up and win some draws there. He's tough against Von Harris, but he has done won his share. That's Lyle Thompson. Gives it off to Tyson Bell. Bell to Durston. Gets by his man, Ashton Jacobs, but it's scooped up by Kessler Doolittle. Oh, what a behind-the-back pass. Oh, it's too far. It's going to be picked up by Miles Thompson. I thought it was going to go right to Braden Hill, but it just drifted a bit. Like it caught a little breeze flowing through the Onondaga Nation Fieldhouse. Lyle Thompson, oh my goodness. No goal. Tyson Bell's shot went in the net by Lyle Thompson. They're saying he was still laying in the crease. His foot was there. Oh, I don't think that's going to count. Play was not blown in. I know the Frog Pond Maulers and their fans will be upset. Fans of the little guy, the underdog everywhere. You can hear the booing. Wow, there's some serious booing in this building, but play was never blown in. The Maulers took off. Austin Stotts is livid, but play was never blown in.
Yeah. You know, that was an incredible play, and despite the play not being blown, you think the Frog Pond Maulers are out, and they just come right back. Great recognition by Stotts to cherry pick down the floor like that.
Now play's blown in, and you're not going to have the same thing, but the same result would be great for the Maulers. Lyle Thompson tries to strip Rod Squire. Squire fights back for it. Brendan Bomberry goes after Thompson, but Lyle Thompson gets the ball. What a game for Lyle Thompson. Oh my goodness, Miles is all alone. Air of inevitability as Miles Thompson pops that one in. It's 10-7, and any doubts about how great Lyle Thompson has been in this tournament, not just offensively, but that was an absolutely critical play as he sets up that goal by his brother Miles, but with the strip in the defensive zone and makes the long pass up the floor from behind his own net, hits Miles right up ahead, and Miles buries it. 3-goal lead once again. Quentin Paulus wins a faceoff. Tyson Bomberry chases him down, but the pass over to Priolo. 3-on-2. Bell to Priolo. To Kyle Buchanan. Save. Brenner Jacobs scooped up. Wow, Paolo Siffer can run, man. Oh, that's Austin Fusco. I'll tell you, that kid can fly. I honestly don't know who Austin Fusco is. I've never seen him until this weekend. Oh, what a goal! But he sets up that goal with his speed, and it is banged home. 10-8, 3:29 to go. Austin Stotts.
Back and forth we go. Both these teams work by committee. There's not just one guy that does it all. And that's why both these teams are here in this game now.
I mean, they're getting so much. And you can point at Austin Stotts and say, wow, he's been like the best player here. But so many guys. Brendan Bomberry, Tyson Bomberry, Jerry Stotts, Kessler Doolittle, Austin Fusco. So many players contributing. Austin Stotts directing traffic. And Siffer will just run it across the mid-floor line. Oh, Doolittle wide open on top of the crease. Misses. Danton Miller can't corral it. And here goes Steve Priolo with company. Dane Smith to Lyle Thompson. Saved by Brenner Jacobs. Great hustle by Siffer to get back. There's a pass on top of the crease. Dane Smith shoots. Stopped by Brenner Jacobs. 2:54 to go, a 2-goal game. The Maulers clearly not demoralized. They are just battling and battling. Brendan Bomberry looking at Austin Stotts. He's D'd up by Zach Reed. Spins in, shoots. Stopped by Heine Thompson.
That ball was this close to
That
rolling
was so close.
behind the line.
If it had just rolled the other way on Heine Thompson's body. And we're going to have a timeout. The Thompson brothers want to gather and collect their thoughts. Let's do the same. My goodness, this is a lacrosse game. Tom Scavetta, I am Steven Stamp. Our producer and cameraman is John Galvin. The Lacrosse All-Stars have put on a fantastic tournament. This has grown. I was here last year. For one thing, the scaffolding is better for us to sit on. But honestly, the streaming has been great. The lacrosse has been great. The organization has been great. Austin Stotts is still in the middle of the floor. He and Brendan Bombery talking to official Bob Hollingsworth. Still can't believe that goal didn't count. But play was never blown in. It's their own fault for not waiting for play to be blown in, but you feel bad when they made such a great play and Austin Stotts finished. But Lacrosse All-Stars, great job. All the sponsors, Nike, who geared us up so we could look good when we were on camera, which wasn't very often, but, you want to be sharp. And
as there we go.
Hey, there we are. How's it going? That's us right there. And, of course, I'm not wearing my Nike shirt right now because I sweated a lot in some of the Nike gear, but I've got my Nike shoes on. We're not going to see those, though. Tyson Bell passes over to Lyle Thompson. 2:45 to go. Maulers need a stop. Seth Oakes running all the way around. Fakes the shot. Doolittle on him. Complete 360 now by Seth Oakes and more. Throws it up to Bell. 8 on the shot clock. Bell coming in, shoots. Stopped by Brenner Jacobs. The ball's in the crease. It's picked up by Jerry Stotts. Behind the back pass. And no stick for Braden Hill. He's complaining that his stick was taken away. He'll battle for it soccer style. They're gonna bang Jordan Durston down. Dirty gets back up. Jerry Stotts gave his stick to Braden Hill and then picked up Hill's stick at the bottom, I believe. They're going to play with each other's sticks for now. Durston and Stotts going at it down near the crease. Oh, they're really getting into it. Stotts gives him a big cross-check in the chest. There's Lyle Thompson. Shoots. Save. No, it goes wide. Tyson Bell picks it up. No, it did go off of Brenner Jacobs, so a fresh 30 for Thompson Brothers. That's huge. And Hunter Hemlock's going to go for a rest and get Dane Smith out on the floor. 1:38 to go. The 2-goal game still. 10-8 Thompson Brothers. Ball pops out. It's picked up by Ashton Jacobs. He runs through the check from Kyle Buchanan to Austin Stotts. Stotts hard shot, low to high, stop by Hunter Thompson. Comes out to Kyle Buchanan at center. He steps across the midfield line, gets it up to Tyson Bell. Brenner Jacobs was starting to go to the bench. He had to get back. 1:15 to go in this game. Or in regulation time, Tyson Bell to Dane Smith up top. 13. Oh, Kyle Buchanan alone. Save Brenner Jacobs. It rolls out of the crease. Swatted away, and Jerry Stotts picks it up. Great play by Doolittle, who will now pick the ball up, and Jacobs goes to the bench. 1 minute to play. 4-on-2. Shot by Doolittle goes wide. Who's going to get the ball? Did it go off of a Thompson Brothers player? Initial indication is no. Now the refs will all get together and consult. Lee Breen doesn't want to join them.
I actually think it went off of one of the Thompson guys.
Now
I might be wrong.
Get together.
It might have skimmed off of. Really hard to tell.
So there was a touch. They agree, and it'll be Maulers' ball. 53.3 to go.
Yeah.
6 attackers. Brenner Jacobs on the bench. Austin Stotts with the ball, watched by Steve Priolo. Gets a pick from Doolittle. It's behind Bromberry, but he gets it. Dane Smith on him. Brendan Bombery up to Danton Miller. Oh, it's dropped by Austin Stotts, but picked up. Priolo on him. They want Priolo governing Austin Stotts at all times. Bombery on the back. No, it's Jerry McNeff. Quick stick goal. Beautiful play. 36.1. The leaping Jerry McNeff slams it home. 10-9, 36.1 seconds. What a game.
That was clutch. They needed that goal to just even have a shot at coming back to win this, and this is the most important face-off of the tournament by far.
And now Warren Hill is in net, warming up for the Maulers because he is rested and fresh, and they're going to have him sprint to the bench. He's going to do his best Usain Bolt impression. Off to the bench to get the extra attacker if they can get the ball. Bombery, Harris pulls it out. Brendan Barberry almost had it. Now Lyle Thompson has it, and they call timeout. Interesting. Austin Stotts is saying you can't take another timeout in this period, but the rules of this game are you get 2 timeouts. In most lacrosse games, in the NLL, in FIL where there's 4 quarters, you get 1 per half. Because there are 3 periods here, you get 2 timeouts. They said you're allowed to use them whenever you want, and the Thompson brothers smartly used their second here in the 3rd period.
Thompson brothers are 32 seconds away from winning the championship of LASNAI 2017. But the Frog Pond Maulers got to watch out for guys like Austin Stotts here,
yep.
Bomberry. They have a lot of guys that can get that ball and make plays.
And as has been the case for the entire 3rd period. Oh, Lyle Thompson has the ball. Austin Stotts is there, and Steve Priolo is not leaving his side. Double team on Thompson. There's no goalie in the net. Dane Smith fakes. Is he going to put it in the net? Is he going to try? Bit dangerous, so he passes it off. Lyle Thompson to Kyle Buchanan. Buchanan goes for a run. Passes to Dane Smith. He's got a shot. It's picked off by Kessler Doolittle. Throws ahead. Timeout for the Frog Pond Maulers. Austin Stotts was screaming for it. The pass went awry, but they had already called timeout. What a play by Kessler Doolittle. How did he pick that off of Dane Smith?
What a defensive play by Doolittle. Puts his stick in the perfect spot and intercepts that pass to give the Frog Pond Maulers a chance at scoring on their final possession. 15.6 seconds remain.
I can't stand still. I'm pacing back and forth. We have a small platform here, and I am just rocking it as I go back and forth. There are the Thompson brothers talking about what they want to do. You can bet the Steve Priolo will be locked off on Austin Stotts.
Oh, yeah.
Whether he can keep him, I mean, Priolo is a great defender. Austin Stotts is slippery. Tyson Bell, Dane Smith, Bill O'Brien, and Lyle Thompson, the other defenders out for the Thompson brothers. Tyson Bomberry, Brendan Bomberry, and Jerry McNeffer, the righties. The lefties, Austin Stotts, of course, Danton Miller, and with the ball, Kessler Doolittle, the hero of the moment. 17.6, they've got 2 seconds left, extra seconds. They're not going to wait till the last second. They'll take a shot when they have one. Brendan Bomberry pops out. He comes across the top. Priolo is going everywhere Stotts goes. He gets it. Shot. Save. Is it in? It's loose. Doolittle shoots. Oh, my goodness. He had a chance. It bounced off a body. Tenth of a second. It's over. What a finish. A wild finish. Austin Stotts is bent over, his stick on his knees. He can't believe it. The Thompson brothers will mug Heine Thompson, who made that last save. What a lacrosse game. Oh.
Wow. Incredible save by Heine Thompson.
Oh, my goodness.
For a split second, I thought it was going to get past them, but again.
I thought Kessler Doolittle was going to score the goal after picking off the shot by Dane Smith towards the empty net at one end. And that, if anyone wonders, why don't you just shoot it at the empty net? That's why. That's why you run around. Dane Smith thought he had a lane and was picked off by Kessler Doolittle. Oh, that's one of the best lacrosse games I've seen in a long time.
What a tournament it was.
Oh, so much fun. Thank you to LaCrosse for bringing us here and letting us do this. I had a blast. And I know, Tom Scavetta, you hadn't done a lot of box lacrosse before. You're fairly new to this. You volunteered to come up and be part of this. Came up from Long Island, made the trip. And I know you were pretty nervous at first. You were shaky at first. You had your issues.
Little jitters in there.
Yeah, but you know what? You just called a great color commentary game for that final. You've gotten better and better every game you've done, and it's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you too, Stamper. Keep working at it every day, and hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Oh, no kidding. If we can get a game like that again, I'm happy to do it any time. Holy cow. We're going to have all the awards presented. The trophy will be presented. Orin Lions will be presenting the LASNAI trophy at the end, but first, we're going to have everybody come on the floor that wants to. All the players, coaches, staff, fans on the floor for the closing ceremonies and the presentation of the LASNAI trophy. They're being invited down. There are going to be sticks awarded to the all-tournament team as well as the Sportsmanship Award winner and the most valuable player. Oh, you need to just take a breath, have a sip of water, talk for a bit there, Tom.
Well, all the credit to the Frog Pond Maulers. Austin Stotts had one heck of a game, and both teams really deserve to win that game.
Yeah. Sorry. It's a cliche to say that you hate to see somebody lose, but you hate to see somebody lose that game.
Especially on this stage, but unfortunately somebody does have to lose.
How about Heine Thompson?
Yeah.
Stepping up.
Incredible. He
Brilliant
made
game.
Many saves.
So many more than you'd think. The final shots on goal total, 64 for the Thompson brothers, 56 for the Frog Pond Maulers. Heine Thompson made 29 saves and gave up 9. No, he made more. That's not right. That's not right at all. 60. He faced 56 shots, gave up 9 goals. That's a total of 47 saves for Heine Thompson. And as they're announcing the award winners in here, we will let you know, because you can't pick up the PA over our mics, so we will share it with you. The all-tournament team will be announced first. This is from all the players throughout the 21 teams in the tournament. Obviously, the preponderance near the top. And Lyle Thompson, with a brilliant last game, secures his place on the all-tournament team. He will receive one of those beautiful handcrafted wooden sticks. Also from Thompson Brothers, Cal Buchanan. Great tournament for him, a bunch of points. Youngster Tyler Brown, who put together the Young Guns team. Proud moment for him. I know his dad Chuck is here watching, or was here watching. And a guy who really stood out from the Casey Powell World Lacrosse Foundation, Martin Bose, was absolutely brilliant from stem to start in this tournament. From the Onondaga, there comes Martin Bose to get his stick. Great to see he's still here. Gets a hug from Connor Wilson and from Scott Neese. Cam Simpson of the Onondaga Redhawks comes out to get his. Great job from him. And the goaltender from the Syracuse Stingers, Mike Thompson, who just great. Absolutely fantastic. Mike Thompson. There are some other contenders. I mean, Edmund Cathers we saw in the bronze medal game. And there's Neil Pallas who's going to pick it up on behalf of Mikey Thompson. Pallas, the captain of that Syracuse Stingers club. We've got 2 more awards to present. The Sportsmanship Award and then the Most Valuable Player. The Sportsmanship Award goes to a player who played extremely well and also showed great sportsmanship. And a huge round of applause from everyone as Blaise Reardon of the St. Lawrence River Wolverines is announced. What a great tournament Blaise Reardon has. This is a guy who is a field lacrosse goalie, has only been playing box lacrosse. Well, he's been playing, but he hasn't been focusing on it much until the last couple of years. Played for USA at the 2015 World Championships. Wasn't too bad. Has gotten better and better. You saw how good he was. Would you have guessed he hadn't played box lacrosse for more than a few years?
No, not at all.
And our MVP, Austin Stotts of the Frog Pond Maulers. What a tournament this 19-year-old has had.
Just 19 years old, winning the MVP of this tournament. And it really came down to this last game. He had a phenomenal last game.
It really did. I can assure you that because he wasn't listed as the MVP before this game. It was a toss. It was him or one other player. And we went with it because what a job he did. Silver medal is going to the Frog Pond Maulers. And that is going to be some kind of disappointment for them, but they have to be very proud of what they did.
What a scene. It's great to be here. Wow.
And Austin Stotts will receive the plaque as well. Is that Austin Stotts over there? No, that is Danton Miller taking the plaque for second place. Local Chief Oren Lyons being introduced to present this trophy, and he is an absolute legend in this area, an elder a brilliant speaker and a tremendous leader for this community. And Dane Smith is being pushed forward to go and collect the trophy. And he is asking everyone to come with him. He brings Lyle Thompson with him. Dane Smith was the MVP last year. Certainly could have been considered for the award this year as well. Another great tournament for him. The all-tournament team reflecting a lot, players from a lot of different teams. And what a job Dane Smith did. There's Lyle Thompson, Oren Lyons in the middle, as is befitting. Connor Wilson and Scott Neese on the outsides. Behind the scenes, they made this tournament happen. They put a ton into it. And our thanks to those two who did just fantastic work. There are the victors enjoying the spoils. Heine Thompson lifts it up. Oh, we're going to wrap things up. I just want to say thank you. I'm going to give you a chance to say some things you'd like to say first, Tom.
Yeah, this was an incredible experience. Awesome to be here, volunteering, interning here, and an awesome tournament. And I would love to come back and help out again sometime. This was incredible. And my first time calling box lacrosse. And, it took a little bit, but
not a bad game, eh?
Yeah. Quickly adapted, and it turned out, I do come from Queens, out in, the city, like, near Long Island.
Okay.
And I went to school on Long Island, where I only called a couple of lacrosse games. But calling, like, 50-some-odd games here. I know there were 63 games in this tournament, but we didn't call all 63. No. But we called a ton of games here from 8, 9 o'clock in the morning to practically midnight. So incredible experience.
We left last night at 11:56. We pulled out of the parking lot.
That's right.
So it was a long weekend.
Yes.
Sorry, were you done?
I'd just like to say thank you, Stephen, for everything. And thank you, Connor, and everybody here.
Yeah, my pleasure. I echo those sentiments. Thank you to everyone. Thanks to our producer and cameraman, John Galvin. Fantastic job. Literally, he did so much for us that you might not notice, because we'd say something, he'd get the shot we were looking for. If somebody scored, we didn't know who it was, he's zooming in on the person who scored. He's in our ears telling us stuff that we may not have noticed. He added so much to these broadcasts.
He was
we appreciate
awesome.
him. I thank you for coming, for reaching out and wanting to come to the tournament and showing up. And you were a pretty good roommate at the hotel. Not bad.
There's still one more night.
One more night. We'll see how it goes. But what a great tournament. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. A lot of great things will happen at this tournament. The Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational wrapping up for 2017. I'm Stephen Stamp on behalf of the entire tournament and everyone involved. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the tournament. That's it. Have a great year. And we'll see you all over the lacrosse world, but we'll see you back here in Onondaga in 2018.